And welcome everyone to another edition of Smart Office Network TV. My name is Mark Eibner. Happy to be your host today. And Smart Office Network TV is the ultimate sales meeting. Don't forget we have live chat on the screen. That's being manned today by Kirby Smith. And if you have any questions, you can also text those into 720-217-5853. So take a look at the chat on the right there, or send your text questions into 720-217-5853. Remember, Smart Office Network TV, it's the ultimate sales meeting for all the members of Metro Brokers and specifically for members of the Smart Office Network. And Smart Office Network, the acronym for Synergy, Marketing, Administration, Real Estate, and Technology. Today's guest we'll be talking with in a little bit here is Kristal Kraft. Kristal is with the Berkshire Group, and we're going to be going over RE Bar Camp 2010. This is the second annual event, and this is something I've been pushing all of you to attend. It's probably the best $20 you're going to spend for an all-day event in a long time, so we'll be covering that in a little bit. Don't forget our sponsors today. IPTV Boys Media. IPTV Boys Media specializes in social media, video production, video hosting, video syndication, and we also host a platform behind Project Blog and are also hosting a number of Internet Protocol TV shows as well as regular television on KCDO Channel 3, now being broadcast in 1.3 million households here in the Metro Denver area. Also, Meridian Title and Escrow. Supreme service and valuable dividends to our shareholder members. And of course, Metro Brokers Real Estate. 33 years later, it's still the one, the only, the true 100% commission franchise company. As many of the Metro Brokers people coming on board say, it's just like RE/MAX used to be. Don't forget our 6 office locations: Highlands Ranch at Broadway and C470, Inverness Business Park, Park Meadows, the Denver Northwest or Highlands Low-High location, Platt Park on Old Pearl Street, and Stapleton Town Center. And we're just going to run over quick stats today because we have a lot to talk about with Kristal. Stats are still running very good for Denver Metro. If you look at sales volume, you can see our volume now closed today as of this morning on single-family residential homes, 21,566 units. Sales price there is up, or number of units is up over last year right now, 4,400 units roughly, 4,499 units. Days on market is down, 19 days less from 101 to 82 days on market. And average medium price has now increased to $266,625. That's up from last year right now of $253 for an increase of $13,750. In the condo townhome market, attached single-family housing, same thing. We've got our sales prices increased from $166,460 to $169,866, an increase of $3,408. Sales volume as of this morning closed to date 5,207, and that's an increase of 1,104 units over last year's volume of 4,008 units. Days on market is decreased by 14 days. So 92 days average time on market for a condo and townhome. That's down from 106 days. So we're still hanging in there very good on our sales stats. Look to see as we've got, of course, I think obviously June's going to be a big month here because all the tax sales have to close by the end of this month. So that should be something to see what we come in for June sales stats. Also wanted to run over some numbers. Some people had mentioned this last time I went through some sales stats. Average transactions closed by average Metro broker in the Denver area now 7.57. That's the first time we've had an increase over the average RE/MAX agent closed transactions 6.92. And of course, Innovative Real Estate, average agent there closing 6.55 transactions per year. Average Coldwell Banker at 5.32 transactions. Average Prudential 4.01. That's Real Estate of the Rockies is the new Prudential franchise here. Your Castle Real Estate's 3.71 transactions. Average Keller Williams 2.54 deals per year. ERA Herman Group 1.86 transactions, and bottom of the barrel Home Real Estate at 1.74 transactions. Keep your day job, I guess, on that one. 1.74 deals. So I just want to remind all of our members out there, everyone's always looking for the grass being greener on the other side of the fence. As I've reminded a lot of the recruits I've brought in lately from Keller Williams, when they talk about their masterminding and coaching, regardless of how good the coaching is and the masterminding is, if you're only doing 3 deals a year, we have bigger problems in life. So if you want to hang with the big dogs, it looks like RE/MAX, Metro Brokers is a great brand to be with as far as average transactions per agent. Mortgage rates, once again, we are slightly up on the 30-year. That's increased to a 4.79. That's up from 4.78 last week and last month right now, 5% on the interest rate. 15 years are down barely from 4.21 to 4.20, and of course that's still lower than the 4.36 it was last month. 5/1 ARMs down slightly from 397. According to this 397, it's actually up 4.20, and that's an increase from the 3.97 that it was last week and last month. And the 1-year ARMs, of course, are up slightly, about at 3.9%, but that is down from 4% last month. So rates are still hanging in there very low. In fact, I had a closing yesterday, 4.75% 30-year fixed rate mortgage. My guy closed on. I don't know if it gets any better than that, and that's a 30-year product. Hard to believe. Our service system spotlight. Remember, 2010, we are focusing on success. It is your own damn fault. Okay? No matter where you go, there you are. Success is highly predictable on what your attitude is and who you are. But we're trying to help members of our organization here at Metro Brokers and the Smart Office Network. So don't forget about our accountability program with Chuck Blakeman, author of Making Money is Killing Your Business. We are now 8 weeks into the program with 4 weeks to go. Our first class of 2010 will be breaking out for our graduation on June 30th. So that's on a Tuesday, June 30th. 2010, we'll have our last meeting there from 1 to 3:30. And then our new introduction class from 4 until 6. We'll have food and drinks, and that'll be held at the 1 Lincoln Park on the 29th floor. So we're looking forward to that. Hope to see all the members there that missed the first class, maybe attend this second orientation and talk to some of the people that went through the course. Our educations that we've got running right now, don't forget Broker Mastermind, June 8th is at Platt Park, 10 to 11:30. CTME contracts, that's June 11th. From 2 to 3, that's at Inverness or online. Active CMA and active email alerts is June 13th. That's from 2 to 3 at Inverness or also online. Our Exchange Outlook class is June 18th from 2 to 3 at Inverness location or online. Of course, the Metro Brokers online website as far as how to customize your site, that class is June 20th from 2 to 3. That's at the Inverness location or also online. Our hands-on social class, it's an all-day event from 9 to 4, June 22nd. I know some of you have already RSVP'd, so we'd like to get more from our organization in there. That's at DeVry University from 9 to 4. Toastmasters is June 10th. It's 11:30 to 12:30 over at the Inverness location. Our Double Your Income Fast Track is also held at the large conference room at Inverness. That's going to be June 9th from 1 to 3:30. And don't forget, RE Bar Camp is this June 17th. We'll be talking about that shortly from 9 to 4, and that's at the DPPA Event Center. Hands-on social media program. Once again, if you want more information on that, got my shirt on right here. Check it out. Yep, Hands-on Social. That's the 22nd, 9 to 4. Cost, and that's $145 plus a processing fee. It comes out to be $150. And if you want more information about that, just go to www.handsonsociallive.com. You can sign up there and get more information on the show or on the actual class. It's our third class, and I think a lot of people are excited to attend. Also, remember Property by Phone, Access U2. The riders are available. I've already been using them on my properties. People do call. You can call them back, and in fact, I have 2 leads I'm working on right now that are a direct result of calls coming in on the new Property by Phone hotline. Great way to cut out using brochures, up to 14 high-res photos, and up to 2 videos now can be on there. Just go to propertybyphone.com/MetroBrokers and you can sign up. They'll ship your riders right to your address, and you can get those out on your signs. So without further ado, we still have about 20 minutes into our show. We're going to start now with Kristal Kraft, and Kristal is with the Berkshire Group, and she is kind of the lead sponsor, main person, the brains, and the know-how all behind RE Bar Camp. So Kristal, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Mark. Thank you very much for having me.
No problem. So maybe you could tell, let's just, I think, start off right away on, I think a lot of people still don't get like what RE Bar Camp is, and maybe you could just go over that. What is a bar camp and what isn't it?
Well, it is hard to describe because just the name in itself kind of leads you to think there's a bar and it's at a camp, which neither are true. But what it is more of an unconference.
Right.
And we all come together without really a definite plan of exactly what's going to happen. We just know that we're going to have topics like technology, social media, anything that's really has to do with real estate that people would like to talk about and learn more about. And the way it comes together is that morning of the event, we have a grid on the wall with all the time slots, and I think we have 6 or 7 rooms, I've forgotten. But each time slot will be filled with some sort of topic or activity.
Right.
And people will come forth from the attendees and say, I want to talk about Facebook. You know, I have some expertise here that I'd like to share, and so whoever wants to talk about that, you know, meet me in this room at 9:30, and we'll do that. So, and that's just one example. Last year when we did it, we had 37 different topics.
Wow.
And it was generated from the audience. Now, what I've done is I kind of call it stocking the pond, and I go and try and find people who are good at things and say, you want to come? And if you're coming, would you talk about it? So that's basically how it gets started.
So tell me, your slide you've got here, you said there's just as much learning going on in the hallway as there is in the classroom.
Yeah, well, you know, how many times do you go to a convention or a conference and you meet somebody you know, and then you ask them, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. I just implemented this into my business. Well, how'd you do that? You learn more in the hallway many times than you do in the actual sessions, because it's one-on-one, it's interactive. And that's basically what Bar Camp is. I like to say we kind of turn it inside out. We put the hallways in the classroom. Right.
You've got up here, everybody learns from each other. In other words, this isn't really like a typical Inman conference or a Riz Media conference where everything's set, scheduled, sponsored. It's really, in a lot of cases, on the fly, right?
It's, you know, some of the sessions are scripted, but for the most part, they aren't scripted at all. We just know that there's certain basic things that you want to share, and then you build from that. So, and everybody chips in, so hopefully that's the way it should be.
Yeah, we've got a picture right here, so this is sort of like the cards that are filled out by the speakers that are basically coming in all your event rooms, right?
Yeah, those, that's actually a picture from last year's event, and those orange and green stickies, they're these gigantic stickies, the biggest ones you could buy. And people just write on what they want to talk about and then put it in that time slot. And so they get a little guidance from, we try not to have too many duplicates at the same time, you know, kind of space it out during the day. So what I heard from people that attended, the only regret they have is they couldn't go to all of them.
Right.
You know, they had to make a decision. And the other good thing about it is there's no sales pitches. Or there shouldn't be.
Right, okay.
Obviously, everybody has something to sell, so they can say, hey, this is what I do, and if you're more interested, you know, here's my website. But if someone comes in and it's just a strong sell me, sell, pitch, we tell people just vote with your feet and leave.
Yeah, it's just more of a transparent sale.
Right.
I mean, if you like the person that's giving the presentation and you like their information, what they're doing, obviously you'd be interested in contacting them somehow.
There's more authenticity when you have people who are actually using the product talking about it rather than the people who are selling it. Because people who are selling it generally have something to gain, where the people who are using it they're just fans.
Right. So how many people did you have attend last year?
We had just under 300 people.
Okay, that was a question I had there. So just under 300 people. And who do you think should attend? I mean, right, I've got a list up there. It's probably hard for some of the people out there to read, but...
Well, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to go, that's too techie for me. Well, that's not true. I mean, yes, there'll be some more highly technical sessions, but there's also some sessions that are meant for beginners. And if you don't take that first step and show up and see what you're missing and maybe determine what you have to learn, you know, you're really not investing much in your business. So it's pretty much for everyone, anyone related to the real estate industry. So that would be real estate agents, managing brokers, title people, lenders, home stagers, home inspectors, anybody who wants to mingle. I put down there geeks, you know, because we have a lot of people who provide affiliate services, you know, websites and search engine optimization. So it's a pretty big span.
Yeah, maybe even people's assistants and so forth too.
Oh, assistants, absolutely.
Office admin people.
Yeah, I think assistants should be begging to go. It would really increase their pay scale too, to know more.
Yep, the more you know, the longer they have to keep you around.
That's right.
So we've also got people that want to learn, people don't want to be part of the status quo. I mean, I will say that I think a lot of bar camps are somewhat on the edge, as far at least they're leading people to perhaps some little genres or things that aren't covered by the normal media, the normal marketing, all the gurus that are going around the country, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, here we've got some a bunch of example topics. So why don't you just run over these real quick?
Oh yeah, you know, when you sign up, we have actually 3 places that has information, and there's the website, and then there's the meetup group, which is RE Bar Camp Denver. And on the meetup group, people are coming and going, I would like to learn more about fill in the blank. So a lot of this is coming directly from people who are planning to attend. And that's how to pick relevant keywords and tags. That tends to be a mystery to people. And then WordPress. You know, so many people are looking more into blogging and doing their own content management online. And so actually we have Dave Smith coming up from Tucson, who's going to talk about WordPress.
Okay. Other stuff here?
The real causes of success in real estate. This isn't really a technology topic, but I think it's a darn good one. And he's going to talk about, you know, the basics that we have to do every day to be successful. A lot of head stuff. Short sales. That's still a topic, unfortunately. Right. But we all want to know how to be better, you know. And when people get together and talk about short sales, I always learn something. Photography tricks. Jeez. If there's one thing that people could do when they list is take a lot of pictures, because I've never had a client say, I don't want to see pictures. They all want more pictures. So we're going to talk about photography, tricks, and what kind of camera to buy.
Right, okay.
And reputation management's another big one.
Yep, that's a big, big one. There's some companies that that would be a good class for them to come to. I won't say, but reputation management. So more topics. You've got, stuff on time-saving tools. You're probably talking about Hootsuite, you know, stuff like that, right? Video.
Cell phones. You know, some of these smartphones are getting smarter than we are. We've got to learn how to run them.
Yeah, they are amazing. I mean, I just saw Motorola's coming out with the Android ×2. It's like twice the size of this.
Wow.
Yeah, just like the Evo. The Sprint's got the Evo, 4.5-inch screen.
That's a good topic for you to talk about, Mark.
Oh, that's a great screen. All the
Either
smartphones.
Or video.
Yeah, maybe we could get some people to actually give us some phones. We could demo. I could.
Yeah.
Well, the Evo's out Monday, but it's already sold out. You can't even really see it unless you're in line to get one.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yep. Let's see here. Blog, idle, helpful suggestions, better website.
Last year we had a session where we had a panel of 3 people who were experienced in blogging, and they tore apart blogs, and that turned out to be a very popular session. I've got people saying, oh, please look at mine, please look at mine.
Okay.
So we'll do that as well.
And you've got an economist. So you got some dry, boring people coming.
Well,
Patty Silverstein, is she gonna?
I think she's going to have good things to say.
God,
You know,
okay.
a couple months ago, we had that Forbes fiasco when Forbes
Right.
printed that nonsense about Denver being in the tank. And I went out to bat, and just a lot of people did. And we got Forbes. They actually did they deleted the whole thing rather than taking a retraction. But I got to thinking it would be great for us to know how to interact with the media. So we're going to have a panel, and John Rebchek has agreed to come, and
Oh my
several
God,
others.
John.
Yeah, we're working on it, and we're going to talk to, these are bloggers. These are people who are in the media on that other side. And maybe be able to pick their brains on how can we get more recognition? How can we get the word out there that the market isn't as bad as they want everybody to believe? Not necessarily them, but traditional media. So that is one session that is planned, and that's going to be the last session.
So you're kind of covering this quote unquote citizen journalism.
Yes.
That kind of. Well, I think fewer and fewer people are using mainstream journalism anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably read more of Rebchek now
Yeah.
than I ever did when he wrote for the news.
Yeah, he was with Rocky.
Yeah, he was Mr. Doom and Gloom.
Yeah.
Maybe the paper wanted doom and gloom. Maybe that's what they liked about him. I don't know. But a lot of his stuff I never liked just because of that.
Yeah, I think he's making more of an effort. He's not really a true blogger yet, so we might win him over. He's got to put some personality and opinion in it.
So it looks like the schedule's forming, but not really set in stone, right?
Oh,
Taking
absolutely.
calls,
Yeah,
suggestions.
I'm stocking that pond.
Okay.
If people want to come and talk about something, let me know. Let's talk about it and build it out. And the cost of admission is $20, and that's if you sign up before the 10th. Because we have obligations we have to commit to. I'm trying to get everybody to sign up because I'm not trying to make money on it. I'm trying to cover my expenses.
Right, exactly.
So we are going to raise the price on the 10th or after the 10th to $30, and then at the door it's going to be $35. But for that, you get a whole day of sessions, you get lunch, and we have refreshments. And I really want to make it a good experience. I've been to some things over there where they don't have microphones. We're going to have microphones. It's going to be done well. And then as a bonus, I've noticed how many people, probably myself included, that have photos online that aren't really up to date. So I've hired a professional photographer to come in and shoot some pictures for us, and that's going to be included in your fee. And she'll shoot some photos, and we'll post them someplace, and then the participants can go grab the ones they want.
Oh, great. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think last year you had 300 attendees, but if I remember, you probably had like 500 people said they were going to come.
Yes.
And of course,
Yes.
since it's free, 200 people just bailed.
Exactly, and we had like 100 T-shirts left over. We were just giving away stuff.
Right,
So we're
yeah.
not doing T-shirts this year. We're just going to make it straight, lunch and sessions and the photographer.
Yeah, really. That's
Yeah.
what, so you're saying it's 20?
Yep.
$20 before the 10th, 30 after the 10th, 35 on site. Registration is 8:30. Class is 9 to 4. And then what day is that? What day of the week is that?
That is a Thursday. That is actually 2 weeks from yesterday. So
Okay.
now's the time to commit.
Yeah, this is it. If you're going to do it, and you saying information, they can just go to pretty simple rebarcamp.com/Denver.
Correct. And at the top of the page, you'll see purchase ticket or tickets or something like that. Just click on there and go through the process. You can pay online. It's easy. And we're going to have an after party.
Okay.
Last year we were on the roof at, wasn't Lola, it was next door. But it was fabulous. Everybody gets to go and enjoy and meet new people. And we've got a lot of people coming in from around the country.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing of this is it is slightly social. I think a lot of the people there, I feel, are more progressive in the industry. It seemed that way.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean that's what I saw last year and at some of the other bar camps we've been at. And I think for, like I said, for the money for the all-day event, I just don't think you can. What is it, like? Not even $2 an hour, right?
Oh, it's worth it.
Yeah, not even $2 an hour. Well, any other things you want to add in there, Kristal?
No, I just want to encourage everybody to come. And
Yeah?
I'd like to see the Metro Brokers be the biggest group there.
Yeah, we had quite a few people last year, but I was actually disappointed that there weren't more from Metro, because I think even Metro was did we get Metro as a sponsor last year or not? Did they?
Yeah.
I think.
Well, your title
we did.
company. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
did.
But well, super. I'll
Right.
be there, and we don't know what we're doing yet. If we're doing any video coverage, don't know if that's a big thing. I think some people don't come because they feel they can cop out in it and
Yeah.
watch it online.
Oh, yeah.
Local people. I think last year we constantly had 20 to 30 people
Yeah.
watching online, I believe. But you don't know if they're really watching, you know?
Well, I think a lot of people around the country do that when you live stream it, but there's something missing. You know, you need to have that interaction. You need to have that hallway discussion in the classroom. And
Yeah, I know I met there's some business and things I'm doing right now that were the result of, in fact, even a couple agents I've just recruited that just came on board that met me at RE Bar Camp last year.
Great.
It took all year, and now here they are a year later on board.
Awesome.
Yeah, so thanks for getting me some brokers.
Hey, you're welcome. My pleasure.
So that concludes another show here of Smart Office Network TV. And my name is Mark Eibner. We're here every Friday for our network members at 11:30 to noon. And wishing everyone much success over the next week. And any ideas about content, guests, etc., just give me an email, drop me a line. I'll be glad to bring people on the show, and hope everyone has a great week. Till then, we'll see you next week.